Hi there and welcome to this lesson. In this lesson, we are going to calculate the area of a right angle triangle. We'll also apply Pythagoras theorem in which we are going to calculate the third side of a triangle, which is known as hypotenuse. Okay. So let's just start. First of all, what I need, let's just print a message. Okay. Welcome to right angle triangle app. We can say that as an app. Okay. So after that, what I'm going to do, we are going to ask from the user about the two sides, that is height and base. Okay, so here we are going to have user input. Okay, and we are going to ask two things from the user. One is base. Okay, and we are going to ask enter the base of right angle triangle. Okay, enter the base of right angle triangle. Let's just capital and sorry, I need to write and then base. Okay, then similarly we are going to ask about the height. Okay, so I'm going to write down the same line and we are going to write height here. Okay, so here we are asking about the height. Okay, now we are going to calculate the area of right angle triangle. So calculate area. Okay, and what is the formula for area of right angle triangle? Let's take a variable. Area is equals to, the formula is half into base into altitude, that is half. Okay, multiply by base, whatever value user is giving, multiply by height, or we can call that as altitude also. Okay, so now see, do you remember that whenever we are using input function, my input is going to get stored as a string, so I need to convert that into integer or float. So I'm going to take that as a float because because there is a possibility that the result of area comes out to be float. Okay, so in order to avoid any kind of confusion, I'm taking it as float. Okay, and here I'm going to put the brackets. Here also I'm going to take it as float. Okay, this is known as casting, which we have already discussed. Okay, and here I'm going to print down a message. Okay, area of right angle triangle is, okay, then I'm going to put this plus sign and here we are going to display the area. So let's just run, I'm just going to run my code. Python, I have given the name, that is Pythagoras dot py. Okay, it is asking me enter the base of right angle triangle. Suppose I'm giving the value that is 20. Enter the height of right angle triangle. Let's say I'm saying again 20. Okay, so it is displaying, yeah, so it is saying, see, after the calculation it is becoming your some float value. Now we cannot concatenate float value with string. Okay, so I need to write string here, I need to cast it. Okay, I'm going to say, and one more thing I'm going to do, I'm going to write it down a new line character here. Okay, so I'm going to run this. Let me clear the screen and let me run the code again. Okay, so enter the base, let's say 20, height, let's say 20, area of your right angle triangle is 200. Okay, similarly you can try for some point, I mean some decimal float values, you can also try. Let's say I'm saying 20.2. Okay, 10.1. So it is giving me result 10.0. Now if you can just notice, it is displaying a large set of numbers after decimal, but I want to round it off. I want that after decimal only 2-3 digits should come. For that we have a function in Python which is known as round function. Okay, what I need to write before displaying it, what I can write, area is equals to, and here I can use the function which is known as round area. Now it's up to you whether you want two places whether you want 2 digit after decimal, or you want 3 digit, or you want 4 digit. Suppose if I'll say I want only 2 digit after decimal, I'm going to save this. Now it is going to throw me an error because round function is present in a library which is known as maths. Okay, so if I want to use this function, I need to write import math, else it will give me error. Okay, so let's just save this code and I'm going to get the same values. Okay, so let me just clear the screen and I'm going to run that again. Okay, so first of all I'm giving 20.2, then I'm giving 10.1, so it is giving me 102.01. Okay, whereas in the previous case, if I'm not using this round function, let's say if I'm not using this round function and I'm giving the same value, so it will give me, see, it is going to give me the values, that is 00999. So it is using the mathematical rule that if there is a number greater than 5, so it is going to make that 0 as 1. Okay, that is why it is displaying me the result as 102.01. Now it's up to you whether you want 3 digits after decimal, you want 2 digits after decimal, you can make in that way. Okay, so this is the very first task of this program, that I have calculated the area of right angle triangle. Okay, now I'm going to calculate the third side of my right angle triangle, which is also known as hypotenuse. Okay, so what we are going to do for that, we are going to apply Pythagoras theorem. Okay, that is known as Pythagoras theorem. Okay, how to calculate the third side, how to calculate the hypotenuse. Suppose I am giving that as a name as HYP, that is hype. Now what it is equals to, it is equals to base square plus height square. Okay, I'm going to multiply, I'm going to put exponent. Actually what I'm going to do, I'll write base star star 2, so it will make square, then I need to do plus height square. Okay, so I'm going to do height star star 2. Now I need to take the square root of this thing. Okay, the formula is hypotenuse square. Let me just write down the formula for you. The formula is hypotenuse square is equals to base square plus height square. Okay, height square. So now I am going to remove this square, so I need to put square root here. Okay, obviously square becomes square root when I shift it onto the other side of equality operator. So what it will become, I need to write square root function. How I can do that, I'll write math dot square root. Okay, and here I am going to calculate the square root. Okay, so after this what I'm going to display, I'm going to print a message that third side of right angle triangle is, okay, what is the third side, that is equals to height. Now again the same problem will come, so I need to convert this into string instead of integral or float value. Okay, so I'm going to save this, and here what we can do, we can just print a new line also. I'm going to save this, I'm going to run this. First of all let me clear it, and here, okay, so I'm going to give the side as 20, other side also as 20. So area of right angle triangle is 200 and the third side of right angle triangle is this. It comes out to be 400 plus 400, which becomes 800, square root of 800. So it is going to give me 20 root 2. Okay, so the result comes out to be this. Okay, so now again I want to apply the same thing, that is I want to round it off. So I'm writing hypotenuse is equals to round inside hypotenuse comma 2. Okay, so that it will round off my value. I'm going to get the same values, that is 20, 20. So it is giving me 28.28. Okay, so this is how you can calculate the area of a right angle triangle, and you can also calculate the third side of right angle triangle, which is known as hypotenuse. Okay, so in the next lesson we'll be discussing one more example of Python program. Let's just meet in the next lesson. Bye bye.